Everyone, just finishing off an order, and we'll get with it. So sit tight, go with it. We're there. Vlad, good to see you, dude. Jim, good to see you. Bear with me, guys. Alright, what's happening everyone? Right, just finishing off an order for Jude Evans at Anglers. I sent him out an order, but I got it wrong. His dad said to me, Rob said to me, don't worry about it, he's happy. But I'm not happy. So, Jude, first one you're going to see is your order. Awesome, dude. So, who's here? Who's here? John Townend, good to see you, man. Carl Bird, good to see you. Oh, I've got to see where this conversation started. Hold on. Oh wow, lots there to catch up with. Carl Bird, June bug and sweet potato, sweet pumpkin means sweet potato. Heavy. So Carl Bird, number one. Junebug and sweet potato. Yeah, Carl, I'm good, man. I'm good. Been really busy. Grant, good to see you, dude. Hey, Jason. Good to see that Colt says oil. Colt says hi. Chris Lyon, good to see you, man. Got your order done today. You confused me, by the way, with that. Mick Fishman, new here. Yeah, good to see you, man. You joined the group the other day. Good to see you. Hopefully you're not going to be too bored and a bit or fed up. Working's trying to avoid anything else. Yeah, fair one. Hey, healthy greetings back to Belgium, mate. Good to see you. Joel, good to see you. Kieran Roach, good to see you, dude. Without fishing, wow, it's tough, dude. It's you need to do it though. It's just is what it is. I did watch a film the other day called Contagion. In fact, I didn't watch it. The missus watched it, and well, it's almost like the whole film's about today. It's weird. It's like a 10-year-old film. Let's have a look. Cold Bird. Yes, the orange one. Yeah, that's true. Jason, he's a punk now. Cool. Sweet potato. Carl, give us a shout on what lure do you want. And what glitter as well, mate. Just call it glitter. It's a 40-year-old man playing with glitter. It's not good. Right. Guys, there's still one slot. Obviously, it's not going to be Rab, Ryan, or Grant, but there's still. My dad's on. Everyone, keep it clean. Yeah, so there's one slot. The guys that did their lures last week, you can't have another one for this set. Chris Lawson, nice to see you, dude. So there's still one more slot. So the first person to put a comment can have it. So, smoke colour to look at. Yeah, I have. What do you mean by smoke colour? See, this is the through to smoke, so it's almost like a see-through grey colour. Oh, Sounds like Kieran's got it. Black and white beaver bug, yeah. Sorry Jay, missed out dude, too slow. Come on, almost did. So this is going to go onto YouTube, so I will probably have to explain some of the reasons I'm talking to the screen and what have you, and coming out with people's names. It's a live stream, went out live today, the 3rd of April, and we're going to make some lures. So just trying to find if, oh, Carl wants a 3-inch fluke. Yeah, we can do that, man. Okay, I want to explain again. We've got the extractor fan going, got my gloves or glove all set up. Now the reason for the respirator, and I will be using it, is we don't have the same through draft at the moment. So I'm not getting the air being replaced with the extractor. So I did have a fan on, but that's actually swirling the fumes, and another big fan at the back, but that was just smoking out the whole place. So I'll go again. I'll try it without, but I'll just have to remember to keep taking it off. Grant, no, I don't have white policer. Right, oh, let's undo these first for Jude. He should be here in a bit, but I'm sure he'll watch it later. Jude's a young lad. He's only just turned 10, but he's really into his fishing. Got his own YouTube channel too, so Perch Wizard is what it's called. So he's doing a lot of tank tests. So you may have seen the one I put up yesterday, which was one of his tank tests of the skirted beaver bug that his dad Rob chose. So head on over there and give him a like, give him a subscribe. I think we're going to see some big things from this lad. Right, so just for Jude, sorry I messed up the last one, but that's your new custom colour there. See it is. Right. You probably can't see what I'm doing there, can you? There we go. Now Jude also got skirts to match this, and I think that's going to look awesome. I just do. If you're going to add a skirt to this and you're going to melt it together, be careful, you can do it. I normally bite off that first, up to the first rib, and then melt the skirt onto it. It just keeps it a nicer shape. Same with the beaver bug. But anyway, enough about that. Let's get Carl's 3-inch Finesse fluke cooking. Alright, again, the basics. Plastisol. Need to heat it up to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. You need to mix it. You shouldn't really be shaking it. Now, I shake it because I've got the degassing chamber. If I didn't, I'd be stirring it, swilling it, being very careful not to put extra bubbles in. So just bear that in mind for those guys that are going to be trying their hand at making soft plastics. It's the top tip. Right, so it's a 3-inch mould. I had a move around the shop earlier, don't know where it is. There is a top and the bottom to these ones, same as the beaver bug. Just make sure I get that right. Okay. So, quick one for Carl. Do you want your sweet potato to be that rich orange colour, or slightly more, doesn't really show, slightly more washed out? It is different. It's just a case of doing a different drop count. So let me know, Carl, and if you want to send me a message via Messenger rather than get lost all through here, that might be best. Ben, how you doing? Let's have a look. Go back. Mark Lindsay, how you doing, dude? Chris Millwood, good to see you. John Town, sorry dude, all gone. Rich, yeah, got you, Carl. Jeffers, how you doing, dude? Cool. Right, just letting the air out, or air back in to the vacuum chamber. Sounds weird, but that's what happens. $100 ml, so 2 minutes in the microwave, 800-watt microwaves. And then blast it for another 30 seconds. Right. Yeah, I thought I'd add a bit of colour to our lives rather than, what was it, a drill press before. So, there you go. David Floyd, you alright, dude? I had something on my mind. Nah, gone. It happens. Right, the June bug. Oh, orders. Right now I am up to, I've just cleared the 1st of April's orders. So I'll be starting on, the next one's going to be the ones that people sent on the 2nd, and then I'll get around to just doing an order. So on that, I'd like to say like a huge thank you to everyone that is still ordering at this time. Really appreciate it. Still don't know what's going to happen. If you're watching this in a few years' time, this is all going out at the time of the coronavirus in the UK. So hopefully still be here. Rich colour, yeah, got it. Should be okay. Question in regards to lure weight and lead weight. What are your thoughts on, say, using a lure that is 5 gram in weight? Should you use a weight of the same weight or heavier? Can you just use lighter weight? Depends what you want to do. Jason, there's loads of guys here that can chime in, but what do? I start with the lightest weight that I can use to feel the lure in the conditions that I'm fishing. So the conditions being the depth, the flow, yeah, that's it, the depth and the flow. What I like about fishing really light, and this is where the first Ned rigs came in, you're meant to fish that on as light a weight as possible, so you're getting the slow sink of, say, like a Senko, but you're letting it drop, it's getting down to the bottom and standing upright. Again, just why the method works so well. I don't really fish more than 7 grams. If I need more than 7 grams, I'm fishing one of the local waters. I don't really fish where I need to fish more than 7, because what I find is that the waters I fish when I'm targeting perch, they're going to be in the slacks. So ideally I want that weight to be dragging on the current into the slack water, like you would if you touch ledger in for chub. Get it to flow into the slack water, that's where the fish are, and work it there. So no, the lures, the weight can be lighter than the lure if you want. Hey guys, oh, Paul Bosworth, oh trap, River Piker. Got a lot to live up to now. Your video is awesome. Good to see you back out in the water as well, mate. Chris Stubbs, good to see you. Rob Evans, good to see you. Hopefully, if you rewind it, I couldn't let Jude not have the lures he wanted, even though you were very kind and said don't worry about it. So they'll be in the post to you tomorrow. Right, another one for Carl. You didn't say if you wanted any glitter in your 3-inch Finesse fluke June bug top sweet potato bottom. If you can let me know ASAP, because I'm about to pour it. No worries, Grant, it's just what I do. This is how I do it. Lots of other people do different. Stephen, good to see you, man. Oh, so you're doing this way? Good stuff. Like it, Paul. Good to have you. As you see, it is live. I really don't know what's going on, so just got to keep going and hope everything's good. No worries, Rob Evans. Happy to do it. Don't want to see someone. If I do mess up your order, and it does happen, I'm human. Just let me know and we get it sorted. Michael, maybe silver. What do you think goes well? Ooh, pressure. Cool. Okay. This is me thinking, what is going to go well with June bug? Naturally, I'm going to say green because that's the June bug colour. But let's do red. Let's do red, 0.4. Cheers, Dad. Appreciate it. He just said better than what's on BBC at the moment. Brilliant. Oh wow! Look, I'm going to have to come back to all these questions. Carlbird, you'll call maybe silver. I'll put silver in the... Yeah, let's put silver in the sweet potato. Let's do it. I've been talking too much, that's starting to set up again. Oh, for Paul, River Piker, one of the videos you did with Mark Kelly, when you actually did making your own lures, is what I was watching when I first started this. So thank you very much for the inspiration on that one, really good. Oh, Kieran, yeah, solid white with gold flake and solid black with red flake. So, solid white with gold. Cool. Got some ideas, Carl, and I'm just going to roll with it, so we're going to go with it. Ash Costa, how you doing, man? Good to see you. Hopefully you'll have a storming year once you get out again. John Bayliss, good to see you, dude. John Bayliss, he makes his own lures up in Geordieland, mostly for the sea guys, does his own lead making, his jigs. He actually did the... you can't see it on the microphones, but my laminate stickers. So I don't think he does it anymore, but really thank you for doing those for me. That's awesome. Ben Thomas, why have I not watched Tiger King? Because you told me to watch it. That's why I've not watched it.
Right, so while we're waiting for that to cool down a little bit, I'll put the next lot for the beaver bugs out in the chamber and then check out the comments. Oof. Okay. Come down to that. Grant, will black and blue be part of your essentials range? Yes. I've gone with a really deep black, like the heavy black. For this essential range, so yeah, it's going to be on there, man. Damien, how you doing, dude? Oh, Paul, no, thank you very much. That's I appreciate the compliment. Thanks, dude. In fact, Paul, message me. I've been wanting to message you for a while now, so in fact, I'll message you after. Custom white silver mix on a. Can you do me that mix on a 3-inch Finesse Shad? I can, just order it, dude. David Wood, good to see you. Liam Shreves, good to see you, dude. Ian, hopefully you like your lures, Ian. They went out last week. I'm sure you got them. Cool. Moment of truth. Okay. Okay, so I like the June bug. I like the sweet potato. Okay, so what I did was I added black 1mm to both colours, because what I find with the black is it just breaks up the outline. It gives it a bit more depth, so you get the shine and everything from the red and the silver, but just that little bit of black, it gives it a bit more extra. So hopefully this will come out okay. So not much black, I didn't go overboard. Hopefully that's, and there you go. Twitched across the surface, fish weightless on an EWG. Yeah, they'll get a bit. Okay, I'll make it look difficult so people believe I work hard. No, it's if you get a flow going, it's alright. So if I'm not talking to you guys, I can bang out a lot of lures in a day. It's hard work, I'm not going to lie to you. It's time consuming, and being 40 and stood up all day is not always good. Right, got to go and find the beaver bug mould for Kieran's. Okay, as you know before, if you watched the last video, most of the moulds come with screws in them. Now I normally take them out. The reason I put them back in was because I was doing huge shoots of multiple lure types. So what I did was I didn't have enough clamps. That's it in a nutshell, being simple, didn't have enough clamps, so I went back to what they came with. But sometimes, especially when you get used to clamping, it's just time consuming. So I know I'm taking a bit of time to get rid of these now, but we got time. Where are we going to go? What else? Let's see, you'll be a millionaire. Oh man, can you imagine? Can you imagine actually? No, I can't imagine. If I imagine, I'd hang out for it. So, Peter, all the way from Belgium, good to see you. Jim, thanks dude. Carl, I'm glad you like them. I'll send you a message after. Just who's missed much? Ian, no, not really. We had. I admitted to messing up. I sent out the wrong lure to one of the guys, so I made good, and we made that one. And then we just done Carl's, which I'm sure you've seen. So no, not much. Just talking, chatting, not saying much, saying too much. That's only getting annoying quick. One of the extractors is doing, you know, like the hocus pocus. So it sounds like that at the moment. I don't know if you can hear it. Wow. The problem for those guys getting into this as well, one of the problems I've found with the plastics is that the vapours, I'm sure they have an effect on certain plastics. So Pinky and Perky, my microwaves, they're my numbers 3 and 4. The first ones died, just died. They fell apart. Joints went. When I found one of my Krakens in a spool for line, so a trilene fluorocarbon spool, it actually melted the spool into the spool. So plastics do react with certain things. Is what it is. Right, talking too much again. Let's get going. White with gold, black with red. Cool. Now the beaver bug is, I say it's a big bait, it's not. If I've got guys that are pike fishing, it's not a big bait. It's 3¼ inches, so 85 or 87.5 millimeters if we're going to be accurate. So for the glitter and the beaver bug, I like to go with, if it's a solid colour and it's a see-through colour, I like to go with the 1mm. So if it's not a brown, let's see if I've got one. There you go, so like the see-through. So you get the black, a small black and a big black go in there, and then just a small black in the bottom. Because the bait can take it. If it's so like June bug, I would just use a 0.4 green in that and just do a heavy glitter, so lots of glitter. I think it just supports it much better. But anyway, we digress. Do you happen to make many FFSLures? No. When you say FFSLures, I know Cole Bird, who I just made those flukes for, he did really well on RAS with the Mark 1 FFS. I don't make them anymore, but there's no reason why the Mark 3 that we're on now won't work on RAS. Jason Towers, good to see you, dude. Oh, cheers, Cole. Didn't need to say it. Peter, your trout lure is going to be next on the list. You're actually the very next person. Of course I float, Jason, just don't put hooks or weight on them. Simple. Okay, so things are different with that one. I put lots of glitter in the two colours because Kieran wanted them like a thick black and a thick white. If you don't put enough glitter in, it won't show through. So fingers crossed, we put enough in. The other thing is red glitter the world over, so all the guys that are in the States that I talk to, and red seems to react the worst to heat. I don't know why. I don't know why. The first red glitter I ever got was terrible. It turned orange. This one you can get away with sort of 330 degrees, but if you reheat it, you've got to be careful. You've got to take it up slowly, otherwise it just folds and it's done. Ben Thomas. Right, so those that don't know, myself, Ben Thomas, Ian Fincham, Dan Golly, Matt Willis, we all fish together up in this area, and basically it's just a great day's fishing. Every time we go out it's a great day's fishing, and normally because we take the piss out of Ben, mostly because he hook sets like a girl, or just doesn't bother setting hook, so it is what it is. But he does catch some fish, not many, but some. Good enough story, Ben? Let's see. Yeah, no, yeah. Yeah, Jamie, how you doing? Chris Stubbs, not sure if I've had this question before, but what is my favourite lure and colour? Actually, I had this question yesterday, and it's actually with all these colours behind me, my favourite colour is June bug for most water conditions. So from dirty water through to clear. I think you saw on Jason's video that when we went out fishing, depends on the sky as well. So if your water's clear but the sky's dark, I'd like to start with the June bug, and then I work onto a green pumpkin brown with black flake, and that's it. There's one water that I fish where lime trues kills it, absolutely kills it, but not all the time. So, but those three colours are my main action. What lures? I have to say that my go-to is, I'm a bit of a Ned head freak. So here's another colour I love. Emerald green pumpkin. Or electric green pumpkin, so that's got a bit of blue in it. So I'll start off with a full lure, and if I'm getting short strikes or the fish aren't big enough, so you know how it is, you're fishing all day, you're going for that big 3-pounder, but they haven't been there for years, so you actually go, you know what, I just want to catch what's pecking at the bait. All I do, bite it off. And this is a question that I get asked a lot: do I make 2-inch lures? Well, I do. You just got to take them down. That really did me really well on a size 1 Ned hook at the end of the season. Absolutely smashed it. Big fish all over the place. So that's my number one. The other challenge I set myself was when I released the beetle claw. All I fished was the beetle claw, be it the whole 65mm down to 50mm. So those that haven't actually seen it in the flesh, right, here's the beetle claw. So when it's sewn at 65mm, it's an easy meal. But if you're getting small fish and they're short striking, take off the beetle, save it, stick on your 2-inch. So it's got a really small body now and big flappers, so you get a lot of presence there. The reason I say save that, works lovely on a drop shot, or I put it on just a standard Drennan Super Specialist.
off the top of my head, I think it's a size 8 that I use, and I hook it like I would a straight shank weedless, put it on a jeb, smash it, or drop shot. I did drop shot this year. Doesn't make me a bad person. The other thing that I did this year was take those off. So now you got another drop shot, just a wiggly drop shot like that. So the beetle claw, really good lure. My favourite colours, June bug and green pumpkin. That's pretty much it. So hope that answered that question. Uh, 4-inch FFS? No. No, I wouldn't. Because I've caught so many big fish on the 3-inch. I know there's a couple of guys that have said to me, "Oh, I only fish 4-inch baits." Cool. That's all right. I get more people asking for smaller, so where I'm trying to make money out of this, even though I'll have a couple of people say, "Yeah, I love 4-inch baits," it's not enough. It's the same reason I don't. It's taken a long time for people to get onto the beaver bug and actually fishing it as it should be. Holy bajoli, that's an awesome colour, Kieran. Okay, there's your red in your black, and your gold in your white. That's going to get a bit. Yes, it took a long time. The beaver bug has been one of the most underused or undersold lures that I've got, which is why I'm contemplating not doing it in the essentials range. In fact, I'm not doing it in the essentials range because it doesn't get bought enough. So for me to make lots of stock, it's not worth it. That might change. The 47cm fish that I caught towards the end of last year, I was on one of them. So those that know, those that don't, hopefully they will at some point. Let's have a look. However, right now, the beetle claw is one of the. It's coming up. It's coming up. Not gonna lie to you, it's coming up well. Ryan Dabbs, good to see you, dude. How's it going? Yes, my corona mask. It's not too bad over there right now. It was kicking up real smoke. We haven't got the through draft that we did have last week. James Dobie, good to see you, mate. Jimmy, when will the new Shad go into production? The one you caught one of your last Belgian Zanders on. Right, I don't know if I'm going to produce it. This is an awesome lure. It's made by a company out in America, The Mold. But as you've seen with the lures that I'm designing, I want to get everything custom. I want everything to be FFSLures. I don't want anyone to have an excuse to say, "Oh, you just copied that." That just is what it is. So while I want to have one, it's an absolutely killer pattern and shape and everything else. It's available from everyone else, so anyone can buy it. It's a bit like the guys, the Nimble. Nimble is like one of the best perch lures ever made. Beetle claw, just as good. But people are copying it. I'd be really flattered if people copy my lures, but in the same respect, I don't want to be the same as someone else. I want to be different. So that's just is what it is. So you may see one of these types of lures, Jimmy, but it'll be a fresh design that I've done myself. Hope that answered that one. Yeah, so Ben, those on YouTube, yeah, going from 3-inch, just biting off that 1 inch of that 3-inch FFS can really make a huge difference. And if you've been fishing the same place and they've seen it before, change it, make it smaller, make it bigger, make it
half it, make the profile different. The thing with the plastic is that you can do that. You can't do that with a crankbait. You can't change it. You've got to buy a new one and just throw it at a tree. With the plastic, they're not that expensive. Plus, you can change it on the day. So, let's find another one. There we go. Super Finesse worm in earthworm. Again, this is one of the essentials. All these baits I'm showing you from here are all going to be in the essential series. So that 3-inch, really small profile. I'll show you it with a earthworm FFS. For those that haven't, FFS, Super Finesse worm. Super Finesse worm is 3-inch, Finesse worm's 5-inch. So with that, I was getting short strikes on that when drop shotting. So again, I was hooking up just by taking off that much. You know, it's whatever you do to get that fish on that day. It's I'll do it. So if I need to take 1 inch off a bait, 2 inch off a bait, fish it normal, put a skirt on it, it's what they want. So that's what I do. Would you recommend using clear lures in clear water and bright skies? Yeah, clear. The smoked shad that I've just done. Here's this big old advert coming on now. Okay, so there's the beetle craw in the champagne shad that just designed that colour yesterday or day before. Absolutely kills it in very clear water. So my green pumpkin that I use in clear water is a light green pumpkin. I don't go with a heavy green pumpkin, just because it works better for me. So those on YouTube, drop shot definitely makes you a bad person. Yes it does. Okay, alright, I'll give you that. But I actually enjoyed it for the first time in a long time. But it's so people know my aversion to drop shot. I can't do in the margins, shaking the rod tip. If that is your thing and you like doing it, that's great. I don't like doing it. I like as you can see, I'm a little bit all over the place. So I like to find the fish. So if I'm using a drop shot, and this was a guy that really opened my eyes to it, Mark Todd, he kept saying, just fish it like, just retrieve it to feature. Stop it, drop it, raise it. And one of the things that I found with the drop shot is you cast it, you retrieve it, you can feel the bottom, especially with the tungsten weight. And all I do, I just drag it back, drag it across the bottom, stop, let the line go slack. And as the line goes slack, you're getting that weightless presentation. And the fish will either hit it as it hits the bottom, or as you bring it back again. Or if you start to move it. I've very rarely had big fish by shaking, that's why I don't do it. Oh, Kieran, I'm glad you like him, mate. I'll drop you a message later. Cool. Yeah, so everyone, so for the guys on YouTube, at the moment I'm just going through the comments. I know it's quite a boring video if you're watching it on YouTube, but everyone's loving that colour, and I think that's going to be great. That's going to be great. Thanks, Grant, appreciate that. The beetle craw's better. Happy with that. Joseph Robinson. So, Joseph Robinson's here. He's on Instagram as Rassman. Got him loads of lures because he's the guys that were asking about Rass. Carl's already answered, but Joe as well. Got the potential there in the FFS for the Rass. So watch out this summer if we ever get to fish. Go onto his channel or Instagram at Rassman. Jason, you're going to bang an order in shortly. Yeah, cool. Any black caps with a dark logo? It's not me that makes them. I don't stock them. All the merchandise, everything is via a third party called Spreadshirt. Go on their website, they deal with everything. It takes it out of my hands, so I don't have to have lots of stock of stuff that people don't want or don't buy a lot of, so I can keep it all clean. So they deal with everything, the shipping, they take the order. If you have any problems, they send the wrong thing, it's their issue. So all I've done, I've supplied them the logos, and they do it. They make it all. So go on there. So it's all in stock. They just need to make it. Joe, yeah, business is good actually. Well, I say it's good. It's steady. It's steady. I've got a lot of time to do things, and you know, you guys that are buying the lures off me now, I am so grateful, because it's keeping me busy, and I might have to do decorating if I wasn't busy, and the fact that it's putting food on my table. At the moment, I'm self-employed. I train dogs over in Belgium. That's my main client. So I'm a dog trainer. I was a dog trainer in the military. I train the dogs for the Olympics. I train the dogs for a company in France that catches people that don't buy tickets to get on ferries, and they hide in trucks, if you know what I mean. So I'm now doing that job for a company in Belgium. I'm also consulting for them. So as soon as everything got locked down, everything stopped. So you guys that are buying lures off me, thank you so much. Not going to go under, not going to go on about it, but really appreciate it. Thank you. Right, well, on that morbid note, if there's no more questions, which I don't think there will be, because we've been going on for quite a while now. So thank you for everyone that's tuned in. The promo code, the 10% off. There were a few glitches last week's. This one I've sorted. It's going to be perfect. So the promo code for custom orders of what you want is live stream. All one word, all uppercase, LIVESTREAM, live stream. Put that in the where it asks you for a coupon on checkout, and you'll get 10% off your orders of custom lures. Yeah, it only goes on to custom, so anything that's in stock, it's full price. You know, like I said, I've got to be. But otherwise, that's awesome. Thank you everyone for watching. Check this out on YouTube, and I'm going to say it. If you like it, hit the like, do the subscribe, and we'll see you then. Cheers, dudes.